Alrighty guys, welcome back to the cutting board. So today I thought it'd be fun to take a look at these Takara Tomy trains that I've had for honestly quite a while, but unfortunately I've never really done much with them. They've literally been on a shelf since last Christmas. And today I thought it'd be fun to change that and take these guys back out of their boxes, and not only review the 3 that I have, but take a look at them all. As recently I've started to really enjoy these, and soon may end up, well, getting in another capsule situation. So with all of that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. I guess starting with the LBSC Thomas. Not gonna lie, this one's probably my favorite, but before we take a look at Thomas, let's take a look at the box he comes in. To say the least, these things will definitely catch your eye. And while unfortunately I can't read kanji, so I'm not really sure what a lot of this says, in the top here we have a Takara Tomy logo. Or Takara, I don't really know how you say it. Here we have a little logo showing how the engines couple together. I believe the 03 refers to the Thomas itself, and that can be seen on either side. The bottom has a choking hazard, and the back is more things that unfortunately I can't read. But regardless of that, I do have to say these things are honestly kind of pretty. And like I said, I had these on a shelf just kind of for display. So if that doesn't say I like them, I don't really know what will. But enough about the box, let's go ahead and take a look at Thomas, shall we? Alrighty, here he is. Here's a look at his face, and I have to say, for such a small toy, there is so much detail on this thing. The LBSC in the 70 is printed very clearly. The lining and the white paint has been applied with a lot of care. He has a 3D back lamp, a very nice coal load, and again, most of the detail is printed, but for how much they managed to put on it, honestly I'd say that's pretty excusable. The traction rods don't actually move, they are molded to the stepladder, so all 6 wheels will rotate freely. And here's a look at his coupler. He also has an area to be coupled up to on the front. He even has tiny lamp irons. These things are amazing, and I don't believe they're very expensive. I got these as a gift, so I don't really know how much they are, but from what I've seen on eBay, they're normally about $10 to $15, and honestly I'd say that's pretty worth it for such a detailed and nice looking little toy. Unfortunately, he doesn't really do much besides roll and, well, look good though. And now that we've taken a look at Thomas, let's go ahead and take a look at Gordon too. Little trivia about the Takara line, it actually started in 2004 and was again revamped in 2012 with new engines and I believe a new coupling system, as well as new track systems and rolling stock and a bunch of stuff, but I don't really have any of that, I just have the engines. And here's a look at Gordon. There's his face at the front. He also has lamp irons and a area in the front to be coupled up to. And as you can see, he's been scrunched down quite a bit to accommodate the smaller size of these toys. And just because I said I would, I'm a man of my word. Now, as crunched up as he may be, I have to say I do really enjoy this toy. Altogether, he's a lot more simple. I wouldn't say there's as much to him as the LBSC Thomas, but all of the same stuff basically applies with this guy too. The lining in the 4 has been applied with great care. Unfortunately, his traction rods do not move and his wheel configuration is quite basic. He's also lacking his front bogie, but it's still just so fun and cute. I don't know, I really like this thing. The tender itself is molded to the backside of the cab, so I don't believe there's an easy way to separate that, but really it is what it is. He's still Gordon the big engine, as you can see. I do think it'd be cooler if he had a separate tender though. I believe they just released a new Gordon, and I think he's a bit longer than this one and a little bit more detailed, so I may have to get that one and put these two next to each other. But regardless, I still really like this one, even if he is a tiny bit cursed. And tiny. I know I said the LBSC Thomas was going to be my favorite, but I don't know, I really do like this Percy as well. I also forgot to mention, the packaging that Gordon and Percy come in is a little different from the one that Thomas does. As you can see here, they're sitting on track, there's grass in the background. This is just kind of blank, but it's all the same stuff. There's the number that lets you know what engine it is, there's the choking hazard, the other stuff. I just noticed this side is different. It's not double-sided with the number like this one. Instead, there's a little diagram of Thomas being coupled up to a truck. Basically a bigger version of that, which is pretty cool, but I think I'm talking too much about the boxes again. Let's go ahead and get Percy out here. And here he is. This one, okay, I don't know, maybe Percy's my favorite. So what makes this Percy special is he has a very grumpy little face, as you can see there, which I'm all for. I absolutely adore that. And here's a look at him all around. Just like Thomas, he has a 3D back lamp, a very nice coal load. The traction rods are also molded here to the stepladder again, but they don't actually make contact with the piston, which is kind of strange. Those nitpicks aside though, the detail is definitely there. I might need to get some red paint and touch up that stripe, but as you can see, the 6 and basically everything else was applied with great care. I'm pretty sure that was me too. I probably dropped him at some point and just don't remember. And here's a look at his coupling. Yeah, this is adorable. He has his whistle there. I believe they all have printed windows on the front, and really that's all there is to him. He just rolls and is grumpy about it, but I'm not gonna lie, the fact that he's grumpy about it makes it that much better. And unfortunately, these are the only 3 that I own at this time. I did have the Bumblebee James, which I used for a custom quite stupidly, top 10 most ridiculous TrainBoy moments, but there are several more to collect than just these 3, and seeing as James is my favorite character, I kinda need a new one. So if you guys enjoyed this, let me know in the comments and I'll start doing more unboxings on these guys. As a whole, I have to say this is probably one of my favorite merch lineups. There's not really a lot to them, they're not motorized or anything, but to me feels very reminiscent of Take Along and Take and Play, which was also one of my favorites back when I was a kid. Not only for the fact that they're all made of die-cast and quite heavy, but just for how fun and how tiny they are. It's kind of like Take Along if Take Along cared about detail a little bit more. And that's something I'm all for. I don't really know how to give a rating system on these, so I guess just 10 out of 10. I love them. And hopefully we'll be expanding this very small collection in the near future. If any of you guys are interested, I highly recommend the Tomica line. And hopefully you guys enjoy taking a look at these 3 with me. If you guys did enjoy, be sure to like and subscribe for even more train content. And as always, guys, thanks again for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go play with some trains.